Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another episode of the Project Vega Podcast. I am your host, the Project Vega. Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man, but we're gonna jump right into this fucking intro, man. Again, yes, I am your host, the Project Vega. This is PvP episode number 23, y'all, in 2022. I don't even know what to really think about this goddamn year. It's just another year at this point. It just feels like a normal year before this whole COVID shit happened and fucking war and all that crap like that. But it is what it is. But today's date is April 4th, 2022. You can follow me on both my IG and my Twitters at TheProjectVega. That again, the IG and the Twitters are TheProjectVega at TheProjectVega. Each one is the exact same. I'm gonna start off with that disclaimer as usual because we got a lot of shit to say, and some of y'all ain't gonna like it. But the disclaimer: my word is not law. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say, you could take with a grain of salt. I will try to articulate and answer any questions to the best of my abilities, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, this is episode 23, y'all, man. Oh man, I got some shit. We got a lot of shit. How many questions today for the Q&A section? That everybody loves the Q&A section. Man, should have done this in the beginning, but who cares? You got to start off slow before you start steamrolling people. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions. Oh my god, I took 7 motherfucking questions. This is what I'm saying, man. Just like I said last podcast, if you want to see more episodes and you want to see them at a consistent rate versus once a month, you want to see it twice a month or 3 times a month or whatever it is, send in fucking questions. I will put them on the podcast, and if it's in high demand, I could probably do one almost damn near every fucking week. It just all depends on how many questions we get in and how much news either comes in. If not, if it's just like a fuck ton of questions, like I mentioned before, then it's just gonna be a question heavy podcast and we talk for a fucking hour and a half or whatever it is. But yeah, we gonna start off with the quick vids before we get into questions. It's always the quick bits, always the quick stuff. First thing that happened, it's gonna be on like a grim note, unfortunately. But the Steelers QB Dwayne Hawkins, I think I'm pronouncing his name right. He died this morning. Sorry, not this morning. Yesterday on Saturday, in Florida. He died. He was struck by a dump truck crossing a highway, Interstate 595. I don't know why he was on the Why was he walking on in a fucking highway? I don't understand that. Rest in peace, him. He was only 24, 23 or something like that. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to him and his family. It's very grim. It sucks. I just saw that today and I was just like, what the fuck? I still don't understand why he was why he was on that highway and what he was trying to cross. I don't know if it could be like Arizona where I think is it the 10? Not the 10. 101. It's one of them. There's like literally a highway that just goes right through the fucking city. But it's just like you still got like houses, but people could go like 50 or 55. Most people go like 65 on that bitch. So you could cross there and you could get hit, no problem. If you're not careful, but it could be like one of those situations. I don't really know Florida like that, so it could be something like that. But yeah. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to him and his family. That is a huge loss to them and also the team as well. I wonder how they're all dealing with that situation right now. We'll find out soon. Maybe the NFL might come out with something, some sort of tribute or something like that. Like, you know, they would do something like that. I don't know if he's had any like crazy nefarious type deals in the past. I didn't really look too much on him, but yeah, whoever does know him or watch football like that and, you know, was actually one of your favorite players, sorry to hear about that, but we're gonna move on from that one. Next one, the biggest fucking controversy that's been on everybody's mind that literally overshadowed the fucking Ukraine shit and all that other crap. But it's Will Smith getting smacking Chris Rock, not the other way around. The biggest thing right now, and it's the most ridiculous fucking thing, and a bunch of conspiracies on it about it being fake or it being real and yada yada. Yeah, this was something different here. It was pretty fucking stupid of him to do it. That's my opinion. I don't think he should have done that. And what I mean by that, he should have handled that shit in private with Chris Rock, like after the show and stuff like that. But to like get up on stage and like assault him right then and there, like, I'm like, bro, you fucked up. That is not the place to do this. This is the Oscars. This is that prestigious shit. This is the white people prestigious shit. You don't do that on their platform. They come for you, man. They will take your shit down, man. Like, you get canceled really quick. I mean, which she's basically getting canceled pretty bad because of the stupid shit. The memes that came out of it were fucking hilarious. I love almost all the fucking memes that came out of it. It's just, Twitter was quick with them right then and there. It was the best fucking like 3 hours before going to sleep. Just looking at everything coming in, and then the next day it just kept going where people just like, yo, it was great. But honestly, I don't think I don't think Will Smith should have done that for Jada. She was not worthy enough to actually want to protect or anything like that. She was not worth any of that type of shit. Everything she's done to you, yeah, she wasn't worth that shit. Fuck that. You should have just kept laughing like you were in the beginning, and then just let her have her little attitude. You ain't gonna get no pussy that night. Who gives a fuck? Whatever, bro. You should have done so much fucking better. And then with all the shit that's coming out now, with her also saying that he didn't need to do that, and she doesn't need no type of protection. Well, you should have fucking said that shit beforehand, before that all fucking happened. And then now the Oscars have banned Will Smith for 10 years. Like, holy shit. And then as well as he's not gonna be, I think he took himself out of the Django, the sequel. I think it was a sequel they were making. Took himself out of that movie as well. And it's just like, man. His reputation is already tarnished. It's just destroyed because of, not just from this one action, it was already destroyed because of her. Like, she already ruined all that shit, bro. Like, every single thing just kept falling down, honestly, in my opinion, dude. You just, fuck, man. And her saying that she didn't want to be on her Red Table Talk, just like, you can literally go look that shit up. It was on her Red Table Talk where she didn't want to get married, didn't want to be married to Will because she was young and all that stuff, and was going through some trauma. Then you should have just fucking said no and just didn't go through it. Like, just even saying that just even makes it worse, bro. Like, nobody's asking you anything. You just want to talk about it. Like, come on now, shut the fuck up. Will Smith, if you ever fucking come across this, or if this ever goes viral or something like that and you're still with her, fucking get a divorce. I don't care if I'm keeping my wife's name out your mouth. No, nigga, you need to get rid of her. Quick. This is stupid, man. So stupid. Yeah, man, it's just, speaking of stupid, the crypto guys, man. One of the dudes of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Dude proposed to his girlfriend off of, like, on like a clip. I watched the video. It was very awkward. It was very weird. Both just weird. You could tell he was a crypto dude. He was just fucking one of those weirdos, bro. He could be a cool dude or whatever it is. It's just what they were both wearing at the time. It didn't look like nothing serious. He proposed to her, and it was just an awkward interaction there. And then just from like looking at her, I was like, oh yeah, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. And it was, because he posted it on Twitter. Worst place you could have fucking done that, because Twitter decided to go through and deep dive everything about her. And that was the worst mistake you could have done, is because they found videos of her sucking dick and all this other stuff. And yeah, that just ruined everything, bro. I mean, she already didn't look like a loyal motherfucker. I don't know why you just fell in love with whatever the fuck it was. You were probably taking care of it. I mean, you're part of the Bored Ape, bro. You made hundreds of millions of dollars, like, easily. Yeah, nah, bro, you were getting used anyway, so just it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It was not worth it, man. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, because you should have vetted her a lot better than that. Not just going based off looks. It's just, it is what it is, man. If you're about to get on one knee, you need to really do some vetting to make sure that she's going to be the wife of your kids, like the mother of your children is what I mean. Like, she's gonna be wife to you and the mother of your children, and so for the rest of your life or whatever it is that's gonna help that. She didn't look like she was anything like that. It was all front, most likely, just to get to your money, most likely, which you kind of see if you go to her Instagram. For all the people who don't know, like, if you want to go to fucking, it's all over Twitter. You can literally just type in the crypto dude proposing a girl and you'll find that thread. It's there. But yeah, we're gonna move on from that because we're gonna get to the juicy shit, and that is the Q&A part. We got a returning questions. We got returning people, especially one. His name is Oscar. We got him back. He put him on the front because he wants me to talk about a few things, but unfortunately, I can't answer all your questions, man. But I just wrote him down. But he said, talk about Whataburger and why it's so bad, and the new Halo show. I can only answer half of this because I have still not watched the new Halo show. I'm gonna wait until maybe like 3 episodes come out, and then I'm probably gonna get the subscription or whatever it is, or just do the 30-day trial and then watch it from there, and then probably put it on a podcast afterwards. But still haven't seen it. I've heard nothing but just like mixed reviews from it, good and bad. So it's just like, I don't want to just waste my time. That my time is important, and I'm not trying to waste my time. Just to give you an honest answer right there, Oscar. And Whataburger and why it's I've tried it. It's mid, bro. I don't really like it. I probably am never gonna go back, and I'm probably never gonna spend my money there again. And it's probably one of those situations with Whataburger. I think Whataburger's from the South, or is it from the East? I want to say it's the South. Don't quote me on that. It's on one of the two. If somebody actually knows, I probably could fucking Google it right now, but I'm not going to because I'm gonna fucking talk to you about this shit. I'm gonna assume it's from the South. It probably tastes a lot better from the South than it does in the West. It's like one of those situations like White Castle, where it's fucking amazing in the East, but it's shit in the West. It's like one of those exchanges, like where people get to people who come from the East and try In-N-Out, and they're just like, it's not really that good, or maybe they say it's fucking amazing. It's all subjective I guess at that point. To where how it's made in different states and just like all across the country. It's when people, if you're listening, you understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Just like if you get fucking fish or salmon from Alaska, and you get salmon or salmon, however way you pronounce it, I don't give a fuck. Salmon in Florida, like, it's gonna taste completely different because it's fresh in Alaska. You get fresh ass salmon in Alaska, or you go to Florida where it's not as fresh. This has gotta travel a long distance, so you're not getting that same flavor, that same taste. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about Whataburger. I'm not having that shit again. No, I'm not wasting my money, not wasting my time there. It was cool, I guess. Walking into the building, I was like, okay, it's orange. Like it, I guess. I don't really like orange. Orange is not really one of my colors. It's not, if it goes good, it goes good with black, like black and orange, like pumpkin, Halloween. That's really about it. But just orange and whatever, nah, this is not me. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. Sorry, Oscar, I can't answer. I mean, you did ask another thing. I forgot what it was on the fucking questions you asked, but I just didn't write it down because it was something I didn't watch. It was either I didn't watch or just didn't do yet. But I was going to do, just like the Halo show. It's something I'm going to get to. This next one comes from Crystal. This one was when I was a part of I joined a Twitter space, and it was a Twitter space that was about anime. and I probably should put this on the fucking anime thing, but it's just I want to put it in the Q&A because I'm going to tag her in this and hopefully you watch it. Crystal, because your Twitter space has anime become too mainstream? My personal opinion was, because I was trying to get up onto the panel, but you kept inviting everybody. My personal opinion is no, not yet. It is getting to the point to where it's, you know, becoming mainstream, but it's not. It has not become mainstream, not yet. If it's going to become mainstream, we'd be getting anime movies left and right. Like, I'm talking about like just as much as which we see like Marvel movies or type shit, or just TV shows on the regular, and it just becomes like a day-to-day thing. Like if you go to Tokyo, like you would see that type of shit in America. And not just America, but you would also see it in probably Canada and any type of Western indoctrined type of society type shit, to where, you know, you get something that's mainstream. But it, you know, mainstream, it all depends on what your surroundings are at that point. But yeah, anime, I don't think has become mainstream just yet. It's getting there. I understand what your arguments were and your points were. It's just there are people that are getting into anime that make it look bad, and I completely understand what you're talking about. But that goes for anything. Like there are people who get into anything and can make it look bad. There are some people who just make it you're just like, yo, we get a bunch of weirdos coming in shit. It is what it is. I want more people to get into it. It's just fun to talk about with other people and see how they experienced what you experienced in a different way. Maybe they felt something a little bit different about a show that you may watched, and then you guys have like a debate, not an argument. Have a debate on why they felt the way they felt, or why they think it was the way they thought, or whatever it is. And then as well as with the one question you had also asked is, you were somebody who likes romance animes, and all the people on the panel really just watch shonen. And there's some people, I think there was one other person that just like, they watched something else, but it was just like, that's the one big thing about anime and about asking for recommendations on stuff. You have to find somebody who is very well-rounded and actually watches all spectrum, not just shonen, because that's a lot of things. You get people who do watch anime, but that just means they just watch one sort of category. They don't watch the isekais, or the comedies, or the sports, or the sci-fis, fantasies, slice of lives, the horror, or whatever it is, which there really aren't any two real horror ones. The detective type ones. Like, what I was going to recommend, because I watch almost fucking all of them. The only ones I really don't fucking watch are like super fucking fan service ones, like fucking hell no. Is because you say you watch romance anime. I was gonna recommend you is Hiromiya, I believe it's how you pronounce it. It was that one, and then you could watch Your Lie in April. You could watch that. You could also watch the movie Your Name if you haven't watched that one yet. Like Your Name is like probably that's the like best movie you could fucking watch in terms of romance type thing. Like that's probably something you should definitely watch and check out. If you haven't already. If you got that, you got Weathering with You, you got The Garden of Words, you got 5 centimeters a second. What was the other one? That was another romance one that I was gonna recommend you. I completely forgot, but check those out. You will like those a lot better. Like, of course, you're gonna watch a shonen, but like you said that you're the type of person who likes romance animes. There you go. You have that. I wish I would have been able to tell you that right on the panel, but it is what it is. I don't really care about that. This is my way of answering that by having my own platform, my own hosting to give you that answer and then tag you in that later down the road. I think that's everything I had about that question, if I'm not mistaken. If you do listen to this, or if you do catch it, if you ever want to talk about it, just hit me up. I'll fucking answer right away. And we could go from there. And other than that, that's all I gotta say about that. I don't think anime has become too mainstream. I think it's gearing up to be, because a lot more people are starting to accept anime for what it is and what value it actually does bring, which it does bring a lot of different value. It's the same shit as you watching a Netflix series or Euphoria on HBO Max. It's like the same exact thing. It's just fucking animated. Like the storytelling and everything in it, it's just, there's just all depends on what you go to. So it is. Next question comes from X King Bing. Hey man, I like what you're doing on your here on your podcast. Appreciate it. Thank you for listening. I appreciate all my listeners. It's pretty relaxing to listen to when I'm working or chilling at home. My question to you is, what would you deem a relationship to be successful? I mean, a lot could go into that to be successful, and everybody. Yeah, let me just answer it straight away, without beating around the bush. Me personally, I think a successful relationship would be, I'm going like pretty much finish line, is when I'm about to answer this. I think anybody who's been married for 15 plus years, that's a successful relationship, also a successful marriage. Like right then and there, like we hear about just think of like your grandma and grandpa, or stories of other people's grandma and grandpas where they've been married for 30, 40 plus 50 years type shit, and they met when they were in high school or some shit like that. That's a successful relationship. Of course, we don't know about all their trials and tribulations and stuff like that, but they've made it work the entire fucking time. That's what I would think a successful relationship would be, right there, just for top of the level type shit. Anything 15 plus years, 10, because 10 years is already like, yeah, we've been together 10 years, but that could be from 20 to 30, 30 to 40 or whatever it is, and then you get a divorce. It was a semi-successful relationship. But if you could like 15 plus years for the rest of your life and you don't get a divorce and you stay together the entire time, that's a successful, all the way till literally till death do you part. That's what I think a successful relationship is. But if you're talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, fuck, I don't know. I really do not know. That's a tough one, because like literally you could say they have a successful relationship because they work really well together in terms of partnership wise. If they're doing business together, I don't fucking know. Deem a successful relationship. I mean, you could say friendships are a successful relationships. I mean, that works too. I got successful relationships with my friends. Like, we've been through thick and thin, hell and back for damn, how long have I known these motherfuckers? More than 10 years at this point. I even got some friends that I've known since first grade that I still keep in regular contact with. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about this one. I fucking put it down. I just put it down. Yeah, that's really all I could say about that. That's, I would say, the 15 plus year relationship. If it's a friendship, you got really good balance between you guys. In terms of boyfriend and girlfriend, no idea, because you could be on and off all the fucking time. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, I'd say if you don't have that on and off shit, you guys don't fight like that. It's healthy. You're able to just literally grow together until you get married. Yeah, successful relationship right then and there. That's what I would say. But if you're on and off all the time and fighting all the time, that's not successful. It's just you're just going through the motions at that point. Yeah, I guess that's really all I gotta say about that last part. Because man, I don't know. I can't really. It's not enough detail. I guess it's not detailed enough for me to actually answer it to the fullest extent. So I just had to bounce around the questions or bounce around the answers, I guess. So we're just gonna move on from that one. And this next question comes from Bon Bingo Dingo. Yeah, Bon Bingo Dingo. What the fuck's with these names, man? It's just Twitter names, Reddit names, just Instagram names, just Facebook names, gamer tags, shit like that, Snapchat names. Weird, but you know, it is what it is. And from Bon Bingo Dingo, this person's question is, what is your opinion on religion? My opinion on religion, I will say I'm a Christian, but I don't fully, I don't practice it like that. I'm just Christian. I was born in a Christian household, family, and went to, I think it's been more than 15 years since I've been since the church. Yeah, I think, has it been about 15 years? Yeah, I would say about 15 years. It's been about 15 years since I last been to church. Almost 15 years. Whatever it is, it's definitely been more than 10. I read halfway through my Bible last year, but just stopped it just because I wanted to read it. It was just that. It wasn't that I was just trying to practice it. I was just wanted something to read. Because I had all my books that I had then, and I've already read those, and I was like, fuck it, let me just read this and see what happens. It was just more of just trying to understand it more so, to see if I can get a deeper faith in that stuff. But it's just, I'm not an extremely religious person. I can't say I'm like a holy saint, because fuck that. No, definitely not. So I guess my opinion on religion is just, don't try to force it on somebody, because that causes wars. Difference in opinion on religion. Holy shit. Difference on opinion on religion and what's the other shit? Political stances, and I mean, you could also say race at the same time. Just causes nothing but fights, and I'd rather just not deal with that shit and not have to worry about it. I mean, of course I could be, you know, I could have been somebody who's like really religious and stuff like that, but if I was extremely religious and then I had friends or whatever it is doing like something that I don't agree with because of my religion, I would have to be vocal about that, but then that might cause them become more uncomfortable and become distant from me. Why would I do that? I'm not gonna do that. Cool, I may be a cool person to deal like hang out with for, you know, time to time stuff, but if they're gonna do something that's going to cause me to not like what they're doing and have to voice it, they're gonna stay away from me. I'm not gonna fucking do that. And I'm pretty sure you either have a friend that's done that, or you might be that friend that's done it, or you have seen that shit happen. You feel some sort of way about it, and I don't like it, so why would I want to deal with that? So I guess that's the best way to explain that question. So yeah, no, that's I'm not somebody who practices Christianity to a T. I don't follow it like that. I just identify as a Christian because I am a Christian, but not a full-fledged Christian, I guess you could say. So yeah, we just gonna move on from that question. This one comes from Shay Dank the Tank. Shay Dank the Tank. Shay. Is this a guy or a girl? Shay. Is there a guy named Shay? Have I ever met a guy named Shay? Or have I ever heard a dude named Shay? I don't know. I know a girl named Shay. Shay Dank the Tank. Okay, I don't know. I'm 23 and I make 46K after tax, and I'm still having to live paycheck to paycheck. What is some advice you can give to me to have more money? What? Why did I put this here? I don't know. I think it was just I was doing something. What advice can I give to you? Stop spending money. You have to spend money to live, of course. You gotta buy food, water, stuff like that, have a roof over your head, gotta do that. But what I mean by that, to give you advice, since you want my advice. Stop paying for useless shit. And what is useless shit? Shade ain't the tank. Don't know if this is a girl or a guy. This is a guy. Stop buying shoes that you don't fucking need. Stop buying designer shit that you're trying to impress people with. Stop fucking doing shit like that. Don't buy useless things. If you're a gamer, stop buying the games. If you're a gun person, stop buying the fucking guns. If you're a I don't fucking know, like whatever you're doing that's not actually helping your situation and you're doing it regularly, stop eating out all the time. Stop doing that. If you have way too many subscriptions to stuff, cancel every single fucking one of them. If you're going out a lot to go to like clubs and shit, stop going to clubs and stop buying drinks. Like, it's pretty simple. We'll start from the beginning, I guess, after saying all that shit. Write down everything you do. And what I mean by that is start making a list of what your spending habits are. Start compiling everything. Write down all your subscriptions you do, but you're budgeting for what you have for like food, water, and what you've been doing. Write down all that is. Write down every single bit of that. Tally it all up. Write down how much you make a month. Subtract it, and you can see how much it is. And then now start like getting rid of some of that shit and seeing how much money you can start compiling and put it into either a savings account, or maybe you could invest in this shit. And what I mean by investing, like cryptocurrencies or stocks, something that's gonna give you money. Like if you're going to stocks, I'd highly recommend something that's gonna give you dividends, so you can start actually making a little bit more money from that point, and then go from there. Just stop buying shit that you don't need to be buying, because $46K after tax, you're probably making somewhere in the fucking 50s. So like you're you're probably 50, 60, not 60. You're like 52, 53, maybe you're at 48. I don't know, somewhere around there. Well, no, because taxes is, no, you're in the 50s. You're doing better than a lot of other people, because most people make like 30K or below. A lot of people make 30K or below. So 46, you're a little bit above average, you would say. You should not be needing to live paycheck to paycheck. Your spending habits. How much is your rent? How much is your car payment? What the fuck are you doing spending all your money? Like, you gotta start like figuring out where your money's going, where your finances are going, and then go from there. And then from that point on, you could start budgeting the correct way you need to. Hopefully this is helping you and you're actually going to fucking do it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna stay exactly where you are, living the paycheck to paycheck. And nobody likes doing that. Nobody likes living paycheck to paycheck. People want to be able to have money and live comfortably without having to worry about a single bill. Now, if it's like hospital bills, you're in debt, something like that, excuse me, like I said, whatever you're, or maybe child support, I don't fucking know. Whatever you're doing that isn't letting you save money, stop doing it. Just let the people around you know that, hey, I'm in a tight situation. It's a little bit embarrassing to say, but I need to work on this so I can be able to start doing what I was doing before. But until then, I'm going to need, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe a few months to get back on my feet. People will understand that. They might even reach out to help. You never know, because you're not being direct with it. You're just kind of like, about shit. But when you take it seriously, you'll be good. And another thing I wrote down here is, let me get a swig of this water. Another thing I wrote down here under this question, because now I know where I wrote down this. This question. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. A lot of you do not know what that is and do not have it. You don't have discipline. You are not disciplined enough to actually be strict on yourself and putting those rules, boundaries, regulations on yourself to be just stern about something. Delayed gratification, what that is if you are trying to buy something that you really want but you don't need, figure out between your wants and your needs. Delayed gratification is something you want, you don't really need it. You could wait 3 years to fucking get it. 2 to 3 years. Delayed gratifications. All your hard work will finally pay off in the end. Delayed gratification. Learn what that is. Actually get used to that shit. Like I said in the beginning with the disclaimer, just take my words with a grain of salt. This is not, my word is not law, this, that, and a third. But trust me, it'll be a lot better in the end when you wanted that. This is a girl. Say if this is a purse you wanted and you don't have the money now, or you do have the money now, but it's, if you spend that money, you are then close to breaking the bank to where you're about to be at zero or some shit like that. Wait until you have 3, 4, 5 times the amount to where later on you could just go back and not have to worry about buying that shit, to where you just buy it and be like, cool, this is mine. I worked hard to get this and I'm cool, to where if something was to happen, you wouldn't be in the red. Say if in an emergency, you break your break like a bone or some shit like that, or if you crash a car or something like that, like a big expense or something in your house breaks and it causes you to go in debt. With all that money saved and you bought that bag and that emergency happens, you're still okay to do it. That's the best thing you want to do. That's what you would want to practice. That delayed gratification is the best thing you could ever fucking do. And learn. That discipline is such a strong trait to have that I'd recommend everybody actually do it. And not just with spending money. Having that discipline not to do some things in your life will actually get you further. Having that discipline to continue working out, continue reading, continue going through school to get that degree, continue to work harder in your job to move up at a job that you actually enjoy doing. That's the big thing, because some people get jobs and they fucking hate it. Don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do. Move on from that. Yeah, I hope I answered this very well. Hopefully I did. I think I did. When you go back and listen to this podcast, Shay Dank the Tank, you actually apply this to your life, and then maybe come back in like maybe 2-3 podcasts and see if that might change. Hey, maybe after maybe after 2 months, come back, message, and see if you actually apply. Because even just 2 months of paychecks, to say if you 46, what is that? It was like 32, not even 32, 28 to 32 a month, if that, I think, somewhere around there. Say if you go that and you shave off spending $800 a check, and you now have the $800 saved from each check from just those 2 months, and you're able to pay just from those that small change. I know 800 is a little bit more extreme, but still, that could still show you that, hey, you can do it. Keep doing it. If you like that feeling, to be able to not only have that money for not only emergencies, but also having it just sit. I mean, it looks nice just having sometimes just money just sit there and you're just like, oh, I got this money, da 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 da. If you like that feeling, just keep fucking doing it. Keep working harder, or look for something better that is going to give you more money. But when you get more money, don't start spending more money. When you get more money, still keep doing it until you keep having more. If you're fucking investing and you're getting all this other shit, like if you have more than just one stream of revenue coming in, then none of this fucking matters really, because you're already doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Because when you get the multiple streams of income, if you're like a business owner or whatever it is, you got to spend money to make money. But you also know the ways around taxes, and you also know how a business works, and you also know how fucking money works, and you know what to do. You know how to make deals. None of this you even need to know, because you already know it. But for the people who don't, like this person, this is what you gotta do. It works. Delayed gratification. It's just like my new car that's coming in next month. Waited 5 years to get this damn thing. Worth it. I'm gonna fucking love it as soon as I get it. So yeah, just delayed gratification is better. It's just I'd rather save up the money or to where I am able to pay for the thing in whole, but I'm not going to pay for the fucking thing in whole. I'm just a little bit more extreme when it comes to my money and budget and shit. Like, I just saved way too much before. I could fucking pay the whole thing off and still have like triple the amount to pay off 2 to 3 more. Not trying to, I'm just a little bit extra on my shit just because I like money. I like having money. I like saving money. I'm gonna just shut up. But yeah, this is just how it is. We're gonna move on to the next question, and the next question comes from the Frontier. Oh my god, we got 2 more questions and we still got the rest of this shit. Holy fuck, we are 40 minutes in. Oh my god, sometimes talking just happens. But yes, where was I? Oh yeah, the next question. This question comes from the Frontier Frog. I want to get into streaming and podcasting like how you and other people have. What is some advice you'd give for someone who is just starting off? My advice is make sure you love doing it. If you're going to start off doing this shit, you may love gaming and you may like the idea of streaming. I'm pretty sure there's only been a few streamers who have actually given you the real fucking deal on what I'm about to say. Because not many of them will tell you this. They're gonna be like, oh, it's fun, da-da-da-da-da. You're gonna find out real quick how much, how editing is a pain in the ass. If you're gonna hire somebody to do it, cool. If you got that type of money, just have an editor on your side who's gonna fucking either do it at a low cost or whatever it is, or is trying to learn how to do it. But if you're gonna do it yourself, you're gonna find out real fucking quick that shit's a pain in the ass, and you're gonna stop wanting to do what it is. You're gonna stop streaming. You're probably not gonna want to record. You're just gonna play games and keep doing what it is because it's just something you always wanted to try to do. I do this shit because I actually love doing it, not just the recording part and the streaming part. Like, I haven't streamed just because I don't have the fucking time to stream. But if I did, I would definitely do it and actually be putting out more videos every single time. But I just don't have the time because I also have a fucking 9 to 5 because I'm an engineer. I like what I do outside of this. So it is what it is. But you're gonna find out real fucking quick, how fast you've quitted something. Like when I had first, I don't even know if I talked about this in an earlier podcast, when I had first downloaded DaVinci Resolve, which is a free editing software. It's one of the industry leading softwares that you can get. There's a free version of it and then there's a paid version. The paid version is $300, gives you everything. Honestly, if you really are gonna do this, just fucking pay the $300. You just get all the future updates. It's fucking worth it. But if you'd like to try it out, or if you have an Apple computer, if you like to use, what is Apple's things? I forgot what it is. I forgot what Apple's thing is. It slipped my mind. But that's the dumbed down version. That's the easy dumbed down version. This is a lot more difficult. If you don't have an Apple computer, this is probably what you want. You're gonna find out real quick, what the fuck? How do I do this? Look up YouTube videos. There's YouTube videos for everything. Just look up a tutorial, how to do it, and go from there. Record whatever it is you're doing. If you're getting into podcasting, if you're doing a solo podcast like me, make sure you could do, I don't know, something along the lines of having a bunch of topics or a bunch of questions as you get more people listening to kind of just go off and from there. But if you're getting into podcasting, you're getting other people involved, make sure, I would say my advice is make sure you have somebody that's going to be not only consistent with you, has the time with you and the time to dedicate to your podcast. Somebody who is interesting enough that can bounce back off of you to where it can keep it going. Excuse me. If you're gonna have 2-3 co-hosts, make sure it's the same way all the way around. If you're gonna have guests on the podcast, make sure you can control the frame so things don't get out of hand. It's really the best advice I could give you. But yeah, you'll find out real quick. Make sure you love that you're going to love what you do. Have fun with it as well. If you're not gonna have fun with it, it's not gonna be enjoyable, and you're not gonna want to do it for a long period of time, and it's just something very short. So yeah, just go from there. Just try it out, start it, see if you like it. If it's not for you, don't do it. If it is something for you, then fucking run towards it full speed ahead. Just fucking do it. Go hard on it. Pause. And then go from there. And we'll just move on to the next question. And last question comes from Pink Minx. Isn't a minx one of those like little ferret type things? Pink Minx. So this has to be a girl. Why is it when you give someone advice or share your opinions, the person gets mad or upset with you with what you said? How can I give advice without hurting them? Okay. No matter what you say, you're gonna hurt them. Unless you're coddling them, like to where you're just not trying to enforce that they made a mistake or whatever they did was stupid. If you're just going to support them in everything they say, you wouldn't be asking this question at all. So you must be like me. You must just be saying some fucking real shit and just fucking hurt them, because I have somebody who actually does that and it's fucking annoying. It's really fucking annoying. And I know she's gonna fucking listen to this and she's gonna be like, you son of a bitch. I'm like, yeah, you do this shit all the time. The reason why they get mad or upset is because that person values your opinion. They really care about what you have to say, because you're special to them. You're somebody they want in your life, their life, or shit like that. So no matter what you say, as long as it's not something that's coddling them for their bad decisions, you're gonna hurt them. Just find a way to, I guess, just say it. Say it without. No, you can't even fucking hurt them. You're just gonna hurt. It's not your job to try to not hurt somebody. It's just whatever you say, it's out of your control of how they feel. That's all I gotta say. It's out of control how they feel when you say something. You can't control that. It's just what you have to say. Whatever you may have said may have just reinforced on how bad of a decision they made, and they got mad at you for their own mistake, which makes no sense. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. But they don't realize that. Who cares? It's just a matter of how you made them feel in the end of the day, which is stupid. Oh my god, it's so fucking stupid. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that. It's just, there's nothing you can do about that. They're going to feel some sort of way about it any type of way you try to put it, as long as you're not hand holding them, because that's not your job too. Especially if you're an older person. If it's anybody who's over 21, that's just like, come on now, grow up. You should know. If you've never done something, just learn it the hard way. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say. That's the last part of the questions. I'm done talking about the Q&A shit. We're gonna get into the other shit. Oh my fucking god, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more sections to go. Oh my god. Leave a like, subscribe, share this shit with your friends, your family, your uncle, your next door neighbor's dead cat, all that. You know, they need something to listen to in their grave as well. So it's for everybody. No equal opportunity employer over here. We out here. All right. Oh shit, where am I? No. Okay, we're right here. Actually, since I have this thing right here, I'm gonna talk about this. So I got some lightsabers from sabertoro.com. I will leave a link in the description at the bottom. If you're watching the video version of the podcast, I have finally got both of them. I don't know if I showed this in the first like a podcast or two, but yeah, I finally got both of them. These things are dope. These things are really fucking dope. If you're listening to this on with headphones or something like that, this might hurt your ears, so turn it down a little bit, and I'm gonna back up just a bit. But these things are dope. This one has the I forgot what this thing is called. It's like a whatever it is, but it allows me to turn it on without actually having the blade inside it. It just prevents it. But this one, I think this one has the Vader setting on it, and this one has the Mace Windu setting on it right now. Yeah, so it'll sound like this. I know that was probably loud, But if you're watching the video version of the podcast, it's red in the middle. You can kind of see that as a purple activation switch, because I put purple on both of them. Sounds pretty dope. The speaker in this thing sounds legit. Oh yeah, that was definitely odd. And then this one has the Mace window. It's purple. Oh shit, hold on.
It's party mode.
Yeah, it already has presetted sounds in it. Both of them do. Yeah, it's pretty bite. These are NeoPixel blades. I got the upgraded blade, the heavy blade. Oh shit. So I could do like full contact with it if I want to. It has smooth swing. This is the Neo CFX blade. This is their highest blade you can get. And then this is the Neo Profile, whatever it is, which is the one right below it. After like messing with both of them, the Neo Prof has a better speaker. And me personally, I think this one has a better speaker. Like this, it's deeper. Like the bass sounds deeper than this one does. This one sounds a little bit more clearer, but this one just like really, I mean, this one's clear too, but I think this one sounds a little bit better. If you went to the website while listening to this to check out the blades, they get back in stock May 4th. For May the 4th be with you, for any Star Wars fans out there. So they will have like a certain amount, and it's very limited, and they go fast. The acid etched is what I'm going to try to get next, which is a custom engraving. I'm going to try to get 2 of them. You'll see how much they cost when you go on the profile, go onto the website. I'm gonna try to get 2 of them. I'm gonna try to get one with Attack on Titan themed and another one with a, I think it was a Shield Hero themed. And both of those I'm just gonna fucking plaster up somewhere, because I'm not even gonna fucking use those at all. But I just love them because these good ass sabers. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that's all I wanted to mention on those before we get into the next section of the podcast. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I completely forgot to say that in the beginning of the podcast, but yeah, we doing it now because we are way past the halfway mark. And even though we're not really, I don't even fucking know. But yeah, next section of the podcast is the gaming section, which I only got a few things I want to talk about on this. First, PlayStation's Game Pass is complete ass. It's fucking stupid, and they completely missed the mark on what Xbox's Game Pass is doing. You don't know, PlayStation just does not understand what they're just completely missing the mark. You're not going to get day one releases on their Game Pass. You still have to pay a higher tier fee for more shit versus you pay one fee and you get everything. That's the difference. You get, I think there's like 3, I think I talked about this like 4 or 5 podcasts ago, or whatever it is, when they had first kind of pitched it, to where there was like 3 different tiers. And the highest tier will get you everything, but you still won't really be able to do certain things. Like, you're still limited on a lot of stuff, but with Xbox, you just get everything. And day one releases on brand new games, like, and plus you still can't really get a PS5. It's still hard as fuck, versus you could literally get an Xbox Series S right now because they're just always in stock, because they just are able to pump those out. It's just the Series X is a lot harder to get, because those you really want. I always recommend people, if you don't even have one, if you don't want to wait, get a Series S, yeah, and if you can, upgrade later to the Series X. But if you don't have one and you really want one and you can get a Series X, fucking get a Series X. It's worth the fucking money. PlayStation 5, if you get one like Horizon Video, I still want to play Horizon Forbidden West, which is, I believe, the new one. The old Horizon is on PC. I've been playing it on my PC because I got that one. Just like what else did they? God of War, which is on PC as well. Great games. Anybody who's already played them, of course, everybody at PlayStation already played them, but really good. Speaking of Star Wars, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has dropped, and that shit's fun. It feels just like Lego Star Wars, running on next gen technology this time. There's so much new shit in there, and it's a lot of shit in there too. It's a fun little thing. There is no online co-op, but there is couch co-op. So if you have like somebody you want to, like, girlfriend, boyfriend, or you have friends coming over and want to play some Lego Star Wars, you're able to do couch co-op. So that is somewhat of a plus, but it's good. Lego Star Wars has always been a couch couch co-op type game where you're able to, I think it was run four different people on like Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars, and pretty much any Lego game you're able to. I used to play the fuck out of it on GameCube. And speaking of GameCube, you're probably not going to see it, but I have like 4 GameCube controllers right there. But yeah, and then with Elden Ring being so successful, I don't know if it was because of Elden Ring, but Breath of the Wild was delayed till 2023. Me personally, I personally think it's because the game just wasn't ready at all. Whatever their release date was this year, it just wasn't ready. They were just trying to force something down, and then they went back and saw that it was just like, yeah, we could really improve on this. This is not ready. It's basically like they pulled like a Halo, but even still. Oh, and speaking of Halo, their season 2 is coming around the corner. This one's gonna be the lone wolf or something like that for their version of the season 2, which would also give us co-op and a few other things. I haven't really looked too far into details in that, but yeah, that's coming out for that. And then with Unreal Engine 5 being fully released, GTA 6 is about to be insane. That's all. There's been so much shit with just Unreal Engine 5, just tech demos and stuff like that, to where there was this video of just you clearly know it's an in-game tech demo of, you know, some dude like flying around in a city or whatever it is, to where it was so good to where you could tell if you know, but if it was somebody looking at it for the first time and it actually had a actual character or something like that, it looked like something in a movie, to where it's just like, holy shit, that's pretty dope. It looks that real. It's that detailed. Like it's about to be something pretty amazing. I hope GTA 6 is next gen only. PS4 does not need it. Xbox One does not need it. Next gen only. Literally next gen, the series and the PlayStation 5 and PC are the only things I need that should have that game. Everything else, nah. I don't think so. I really don't think the Airplane PS4 could handle that type of power and that type of demand. The thing will blow up. Xbox One, probably the One X would probably be the best chance, but even still, that barely. Just keep it on next gen. It'd just be simple. Just a lot more simpler just to keep it on there. That's really all I gotta say on the gaming section of the podcast. We're gonna move on to the anime, because I know my boy wanted me to speak on this one, because Attack on Titan has finally ended. Great, well, semi-ended. It should have fucking ended, but they're just gonna milk it. I'm happy. I don't really have any complaints on that, just because Attack on Titan is fucking amazing. My favorite anime. It's gonna continue into 2023, and the last 4 or 5 episodes. 4 for 4, like Wendy's. 4 episodes are going to be an hour each. Each one's going to be an hour. That just proves that, yeah, this is finally coming to end, because we have now gotten to, Eren has finally made it to the other side. He's made it across the water with thousands of Titans, and it's about to go down from there. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can wait, but I'm impatient at times. I want to see it. Hurry up. And then Attack on Titan, The Rising of the Shield Heroes Season 2 has started. It is great to see my boy Naofumi again, Raphtalia, Philo. I don't think we've seen Malti yet. Well, yeah, we did see her. Yeah. Good to see the gang back together. And yeah, I'm geeked as fuck on that shit. They're about to attack this tortoise or whatever it is. I guess my thing is, after like watching the first episode, is the tortoise dungeon, or I think it's the dungeon, if I'm not mistaken, is also considered part of the wave, because the countdown clock has completely disappeared, and now they have to fight these monsters that are coming from this tortoise that walks around and fucking destroys everything. So we'll see what happens. They have included the one girl from the Bow Heroes team, and she just wants to try to impress him and have his acceptance. but she just is too weak and just kind of sucks. So she's with the Shield Heroes team, and they're gonna train her to try to get her as powerful to have some sort of acceptance. But she really don't fucking need it. She's in good hands already. But you know, it is what it is. But we gonna move on from that shit. I don't think I have anything else for MA. I'm probably missing something that I didn't write down, but it is what it is. There's already too much already on the case already. We're gonna move into the next section, which is the movies and TV shows. And first one we're gonna talk about is Moon Knight. Moon fucking Knight. This shit is already dope. 2 episodes in. First episode was something. It was like the dude. Yeah, we got Mark and what is this? Spencer. Is it Spencer? It's either Mark. It's Mark and Spencer. I think it is. Yeah, dude, it's fucking dope. Already, it's pretty fucking dope. I like it. I want the action to really pick. I mean, the second episode, the action did pick up a lot more compared to the first, where it didn't pick up until literally the last bit where it leaves you on a cliffhanger. But this one was a lot more. I want more action this time. I want to see like shit really pop off, because now we have the suit. He was able to bring out the battle armor. Well, no, he didn't bring out the battle armor. He literally brought out like a fucking suit, as we've seen. But yeah, it's pretty fucking dope. I want to see what happens. Now spoiler alert. Oh, forgot to fucking put that in the disclaimer. Yeah, they're in Egypt now. They are in Egypt because they had the what did they call the beetle? What is the Egyptian thing for the beetle? I forgot what it was called. A scarab. They had the scarab as a compass to lead to the tomb. I forgot whose tomb it was, but he had to go to Egypt. And yeah, shit, this is the first. This is the only other time we've been in Egypt for like a show or a movie or whatever it is. It's like the only thing I could last remember is Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers. That was it. But we were there for like a bit. I think that's literally the only last thing I remember is actually being in Egypt. So I can't wait to see what else happens here in terms of what type of history they may go into or make up in terms of this, because I know nothing about Moon Knight at all. I don't know any comic history, anything like that. So I'm just watching this shit fresh off the rip, and I want to know what happens after that. But yeah, that's all I got to say about Moon Knight. We got Netflix's series Bridgerton. Season 2 has finally came out. Pretty much just picks up where it last left off in a sense, just a little bit further into like maybe a month or two or something. Like it literally just picks up right where it left off. And this time it was about the brother who's the head of the household to get married, who has joined the seasons to try to find the diamond of the semen or whatever. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. The diamond of the semen. The diamond of the season. To try to find his wife, and he was just very logical about everything. He just wanted somebody who was just going to follow everything he said. Comes across, I forgot what the girl's name is, even though I fucking watched the whole thing and not in like 2 days or some shit like that. Instead of, I'm just all over the fucking place. I have no structure in this shit. I am just going based off memory at this time. I am tired. I don't care. I'm tired of talking, but I'm gonna continue to fucking talk. So bear with me, like the video, share it, comment, rate the shit 5 stars on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you listening to this shit. Do that shit right now. We're gonna continue. Yeah, he wanted to do everything just all logical and have her follow his lead. And he found a girl who just didn't agree with anything he wanted, fought him on everything, and happened to start falling for this girl, but who happened to be the older sister to who got crowned the diamond by the queen, who I remember her name was Edwina, and it sucks everything that happened to her. She didn't deserve any of that shit. That was fuck bullshit. Great girl, man. And I love that they were Indian. Both, oh my God, I was like, this is amazing. This is some just interracial dynamics I fucking support to the fullest. This is fucking amazing. They found three great cast members, all three of them, the mother, the youngest daughter, and the fucking oldest daughter. All beautiful women. Absolutely. Every single fucking one of them. I loved it. And the Featheringtons, man, the little devious Featheringtons. The wife was so stupid, man. But I can understand where she was coming from. Trying to make ends meet just because the fucking previous Featherington fucked up on a whole thing. If you haven't seen the first one, it's just a whole lot. If you're not paying attention to Bridgerton when you start it, or not going to like actually watch it and wanted some in the background, you're gonna get so fucking confused. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. But just like if you've already kept up with it, just make sure you just pay attention, because you'll get lost. Not as lost as if you were to watch Rain. I've talked about Rain before. Rain would really, you would lose your fucking self if you fucking go to the bathroom and come back, you're like, what the fuck just happened? How did all this just happen? Like a lot of shit just cascades and just catastrophic rabbit hole that you just didn't need to go down just because somebody made up one stupid fucking lie. It happens. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. But last three things. Doctor Strange tickets went on sale. I got mine. I'm ready to get on that. Morbius is shit compared to everybody, from what everybody's saying. I still haven't watched it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait until it goes on Disney Plus. The memes that have just been coming out on it are just are hilarious. Dude, fucking hilarious. The funniest one was the one where somebody said somebody broke into my car last night and we had 2 Morbius tickets sitting on the chair, and they left 2 more, so now we have 4. I was like, yo, that's fucked up. I'm like, was it really that bad? Like, what the fuck? That one was really fucking fun. That one had me dying. I forgot where I was, but I just bursted out laughing. I think I was somewhere public, and it was just fucking hilarious. And then the Fantastic Beasts movie, which is the Secrets of Dumbledore, still sucks to what they do with my boy Johnny Depp. I'm still gonna watch it. I really do I loved anything to do with the Wizarding World. I really love. It's unfortunate with what happened, but I really do like Harry Potter, so I'm going to watch that shit. If you didn't already know, fucking Star Wars lightsabers, of course. We talk about gaming and stuff. I got 4 fucking gaming controllers sitting right here and all this other bullshit, and talk about Xbox and PlayStation, PC. If you didn't already know, yeah, I also like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and that Divergent series and fucking Hunger Games and all that other crap. So yeah, just for your information, of course. And last but not least, music. I have not talked about music for I don't know, like almost like 16 podcasts or some shit like that from what I last remember. Like, it's somewhere up there. But J. Cole dropped a new album with Dreamville. It's called D-Day. I didn't put down the rest of it, but it's D-Day. It's cool. I liked it. I think I've listened to it like 5 times through. It's short. It's very short. There are like 3 to 4 songs that I would probably put on the rotation. Well, no, 3 or 4 songs that I like, and 2 of them I'd put on the rotation. Out of those 3 to 4 that I would put on the rotation, but out of, I think there's like 8 or 9 songs, or no, there's actually more than that. 12, 13 songs, somewhere around there. Like, I think it's like an hour or something, for the amount of songs there are. But yeah, that's just my take on that. I don't really give it a score, but they do snap. They definitely go off on there. The Sheck West song, it was just hilarious. It's just very hyped up. J. Cole putting some bars in that bitch. A bunch of other people, there's a bunch of other features in there. If you haven't already checked it out, go ahead and do it now. That album it's pretty dope. I like it. It's a mixtape that they put out, and it's pretty dope. LMA, for anybody who's not an R&B fan, or somebody doesn't know who LMA is, she is an R&B artist. She's actually really good. She's just like the artist Her, but I like Ella Mai more than I do like Her. That's just me personally. I like Ella Mai's music a little bit more because it's more of the R&B I like than I do compared to Her. And I've heard Her live and she put me to sleep. I was what I mean by that, I didn't go to a concert for Her. I went to a concert for Chris Brown, and she was one of the people that opened up for her, and it was like right before Chris Brown went on, and she was playing a bunch of music and just put me to fucking sleep, bro. I was just not, bro. I was not for that shit. And this was a while ago. This was years ago when she was on that tour. And they stopped in Vegas. But yeah, she put me to sleep. But to go back, Ella Mai, she drops her album finally May 6th. So for anybody who was looking out for that, I wanted to know. May 6th. You get that? Ah, man. Talking for so long. And then finally, Chris Brown's working on his album, and that's gonna be dropping soon. I couldn't find if he had a release date. I think I saw someone on Instagram about a release date. If it was April or something like that, April or May as well. I don't remember. I just remember seeing something, and I saw some sort of date, but I fucking couldn't find it anymore. And then Jack Harlow is working on his album as well, and he had like a little snippet with fuck, what was that? I think it was a Fergie. It was a Fergie thing that he had sampled, and it was actually pretty fucking dope. Was it? Yeah, was it Fergie? It sounded like it was Fergie. I think it was Fergie. If you haven't already seen it, like, it was all over the place on fucking not only Twitter but also TikTok and Instagram. Like, it was all over the place for like, I don't know, like a week. But yeah, can't wait for pretty much all these three artists that I just mentioned drop all their music and shit like that. Kendrick Lamar still hasn't dropped his shit. I don't know when that's fucking coming, so it is what it is. We're right here at the cusp of fucking summer, so this is a time where artists usually just go ahead and dump all their shit at this point. But yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, that is everything I have on my podcast. We have finally made it to the end. If you have made it to the end, go ahead and comment Star Wars sucks. Oh my god, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know I don't fucking think it sucks, but just so I know that you were listening and you made it all the way to the YouTube version of this video, go ahead and comment Star Wars sucks so I know you made it. Get that, let's do that. We'll fucking do that. Go ahead and leave a like, comment Star Wars sucks, share this podcast, rate this shit 5 stars, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TheProjectVega. This has been episode 23 of the Project Vega podcast, and I will catch you motherfuckers later. Thank you.